Okay, guys, so this entire time, my mic was off, so, yeah, sorry, that was my fault. That was totally my fault. Sorry, guys, but what I was saying is that, basically, I cannot use my right mouse button, because, it does that, so I'll be using my flight stick for the whole time. So as you pull it up, down, down, and twist rudder pedals. So the first thing you want to do, like I was saying, I had two choices today between which two, oh crap, I have just exited out of something that is very important. Here, let me try going back to this, because I do believe I do have people in my chat currently. Okay. So everything's back to normal now. So I do have viewers, one person, Safa, hello, I see you. So I had two choices today between immersion as for all the buttons, more time, or immersion as in passengers, and I chose passengers because I wanted to give you guys something that was the other one. I'm having people say lag. That's not lag. I just said that I cannot use my right mouse button because it does do this. That is the lag you're seeing, so I'm doing this. Okay, OBS just decided to crash, so, that's a thing. So, back again. If it does this again, sorry. You guys are not seeing lag. What you're seeing is me holding down my right mouse button. And that does cause a little commotion. Because currently mine does say 60 FPS. So, you already know what I'm doing. We're going to go ahead and start this plane. I chose this one. So, the first thing you want to do is obviously, this plane is completely off. So, you're going to want to activate the battery. That will turn crucial systems, not any crucial systems, but it will turn on things like warnings and all that. After that, you want to turn the start pump on because this MD-80 does require you to have the APU on or external power on. I currently do not have external power turned on. I do now, so I could technically use external power, but I'm just going to go ahead and stick with APU power for now because, there. And then you want to turn the APU back on. Safa, if you are still there, please let me know, because if not, just I need someone to tell me if everything's right. You want to hit the heating so it's not cold as ice. Make sure you turn these on, because if these are not on when the engines are on and you turn the APU off, bye-bye goes power. So then we just want to go over here. That means everything is working. We need to check our stall. Alright, so now that we have all of that on, we can then go to the exterior of the plane. It seems to have moved me onto a helipad for complete unknown reasons. This is X-Plane. I do believe it is still in a beta sort of state. So, Safa, good question. My starting point is not needed because my starting point was when my microphone was not working. So do not go back to the starting point. If you have any questions, ask them in the chat and I will answer them. If you do wonder why I do not have my webcam on, because, I don't want to block anything. So, and if you're asking what the starting point of airport is, I have no idea whatsoever. It is PRC, but that's how pilots put it, so you would just put PRC. Again, we are flying to to the land where English does exist, which is not here. So, otherwise known as LAX. So we want to turn the hydraulic pumps on. That way, flaps, rudders, ailerons do work. So, yeah. And then you want to open all the cargo doors, because next, after all of our cargo doors are open, we're going to want to go over here. And, you know, this is a lot harder because I usually do this with my right mouse button, but the way that X-Plane is designed, it does not have a full screen. It has a borderless, which is a whole nother thing to talk about that I do not want to talk about. So, Safa, I do not have passengers, but I will be adding audio after all doors are opened and our ground control has been called. Currently, we are going to call ground control right now. And today I was in class looking, and I did see where these stairs right here opened. But, you know, I'm not sure if they do open, so let me try to turn over here. Okay, this thing actually has stairs. Oh, that is new. I completely was unaware that this plane had stairs. We'll not be using those though, because we don't need them, because we have to call in the ground handling, which will call in everything. Wheel chocks are on, so this plane can't move, because, you know, if it rolls off them, then, you know. So the cargo will be loaded onto the plane, passengers will be loaded on, and then you go back into the plugins, and then you're going to head and click ready for boarding. And then if you listen closely, you can hear the commotion, and in a second they'll say the doors and hatches will close. That's when I'll close all doors and hatches. But once we do get flying, these girls behind me that is the only thing I can hear, will stop talking. So I'm gonna go ahead and do our starting altitude of 34,000. Safa, what happens when I crash is the plane absolutely tears into minimal pieces. I will not be crashing unless I do declare an emergency, which I do not believe I will have to be doing on aboard this flight. Hoping to do on board this flight. These girls are very annoying, I will tell you that, and eventually, if they do start annoying you guys, I will, baby shut up, I will turn the volume down, or just turn them completely off. So, now that they're loading, we have to wait until they have said that the doors are closing. That way we can, you know, close the doors. You'll hear the flight attendant say, all doors and hatches have indeed closed. And then they'll play the safety briefing, you know, like they would in real life. But until then, we will be contacting ATC to file our flight plan to KALAX. It is not it's LAX, I do believe. I do hope. And this is where I would usually...
Ladies and gentlemen,
alright, there we go.
Tower, November 01 X-ray, Papa. And left off until 10 minutes into our flight. If you came on board with a cell phone, please check that now. Make sure it's turned off and left off until you're in the terminal. My name is Susie.
I hate closing that door so much.
Today, and on behalf of the entire crew, we would like to welcome you aboard. Flight attendants, arm doors for departure.
So we're going to have them drive away.
In just a moment, we're going to be showing you a very important safety video. We ask for a few minutes of your undivided attention for this important
So hold on one second, guys. My thing is not, like... I can't grab my Google taskbar for some reason. It's going to make me restart Google, isn't it? Please do not make me restart Google. Yes, Safa, there is a mode where you can take off from the aircraft carrier. Alright, there we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and Google. Okay, now Google Chrome is back with me. I can go ahead and open the closed tabs that were closed. Please let me do that. I will drag it onto your view so you guys can see what I have to do. So, like I said, we are taking off from PRC, which is Ernest A. Love Field, medium airport from the United States, obviously, and LAX, which I do believe is the Los Angeles International Airport, with a flight level of 15,000 feet and the highest level of 34,000 feet. We will be flying the MD-80, and the fuel will be in pounds. Alright, there you go. It will be an hour and 6-minute flight. We need reserve fuel for 2 hours and 21 flight, just in case we are held back by the idiotic ATC, which does happen. So I do believe from the flight we have 2 hours and 21 minutes. Going to put a little bit more fuel than we actually need. We now have some fuel. So we're going to go ahead and enter all this into our flight plan. I'll do this really quick because I don't want you guys to have to sit any longer. Let's enter our flight number. We're just going to be DEL, which is Delta, 4623. Origin will be KPRC, if I am correct, and then KLAX. And we will be flying direct, so no waypoints because we don't want those. Alright, and then that's that set. We want to go ahead and pre-plan our everything, so we want to make it do vertical speed of 5,000, and we want it to be heading, and that's all good. And we want to select that so ATC gives us the squawk and altimeter correct for what we are flying.
November 552 Alpha Alpha Kilo Papa Romeo Charlie altimeter 2992.
Kilo Papa Romeo Charlie altimeter 2992. November 552 Alpha Alpha.
We'll be requesting clearance so we do get our squawk.
November 552.
So we are squawking 4075.
Kilo Lima Alpha X-ray as filed. Maintain flight level 340. Squawk 4705.
Close my door really quick to reduce echo. Alright, that's all that done.
Cleared IFR to Kilo Lima Alpha X-ray as filed. Maintain flight level 340. Squawk 4705. November 552 Alpha Alpha.
Monitor the air traffic system. You'll find that on channel 9 and your headsets in the seat pocket in front of you. We'll give you a little more information about our service plan for our flight as soon as we're in the air. Thank you, and again, welcome aboard.
Okay, so I've accidentally just pressed 2, which activated my flaps, and they now believe we have just been briefed for takeoff. You guys just ignore that. That didn't happen. That did not happen. So now that everyone's driven away, we need to go ahead and request taxi.
November 552 Alpha
And
Alpha,
pre-plan our
runway
pushback,
3 right. Hold short of runway
which
3 right.
does go through a hangar. Can I just, yes, oops, just gonna, turn that, come on. Oh my god, it just crashed. Didn't it? Yep. Okay, well then, that turns the tides. Yeah, okay, Okay, so, I guess we're not doing this. We're going to postpone this till tomorrow at this time because I'm not doing all of that again. That too much. Okay, resumed. All right. I have no idea what happened, but I do still want to show you guys that again. So, I'm gonna try that one more time, but I'm actually gonna just start it with the plane on the runway and absolutely no introduction. Because that was actually just painful what just happened. Okay guys, so this entire time my mic was off. So I hear my voice twice! Stop! That was sorry. Stop. There we go. Alright. So everything should still be set, which it is. We're going to customize it to where we are taking off from runway 1. It's 21 left. We're going to go ahead and start our flight. So this takes a while, depending on the consistency of, you know, my computer and its ability to turn on. I am literally going to rush start this plane because I'm gonna do what I would do if you guys weren't even here, which means I'm not really gonna tell you what any more of these buttons do until I get to where I was, because you know, I don't want you guys to be sitting here for another 50 minutes. This happened to me yesterday, and you know, I wasn't recording, so I could just do this all over again. But you know, I'm recording now, and now yeah. So, do some stuff with that again. We are going to be restarting everything, but we're not opening any of the doors. We're going to pretend a lot of stuff that already happened. No, most of it didn't, because it's done with preloading. So that's good. Safa, if you're still here, that's great too. We have indeed spawned behind the fence. This is a problem with undeveloped airports. They simply cannot be trusted. What new intro? Did I do a new intro? I didn't mean to. Okay. I didn't even think I did. So we're just gonna go ahead. I know it's lagging. I'm completely aware of that and absolutely do not care because, you know, if I do it the way I just did that, it's going to take literally forever. So we're gonna go ahead, do our ready for boarding, so that way they all do that. That's started. Follow our flight plan to LAX in an altitude of 34,000. Auto tune. Clearance.
November 552.
So now it's 403 instead of 405. Gonna go ahead and turn up our fuel. Turn on the air bleed valves.
Cleared IFR to Kilo, Lima, Alpha, X-ray, as filed. Maintain flight level.
Sorry you guys don't get to see the pushback. I mean, I'm sure you guys really wanted to see that, but I mean.
552 Alpha.
Alright. You know, I could do this. I'm going to pre-plan the pushback so that way it takes us, you know.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Going to go ahead and enter our flight plan for K. Oh crap, I don't even know what our flight plan is.
November 552 Alpha, runway 3.
What is this airport?
21 left.
KPRC. Alright, got it. PRC? KLAX DL. No idea what our original flight number was. If you really want to go back to that and figure out what that is. I do not know, Sophie. You're gonna have to check that. I don't know at all. Good question, though.
November 552.
Shut up.
Alpha. Runway 3 right. Taxi via 21 left. Hold short of runway 3 right.
Be turned off and left off until 10 minutes into our flight.
Runway 3 right. Taxi via 21 left. Hold short of 3 right. November 552 Alpha.
My name is Susie. I'll be the purser on your flight today, and on behalf of the entire crew, we would like to welcome you aboard. Flight attendants, outdoors for departure. And ladies and gentlemen, in just a moment, we're going to be showing you a very important safety video. We ask for a few minutes of your undivided attention for this important message.
Just turning on the lights for the plane so it's not completely dark.
Release parking brake.
Turn on the logo light. Test. Alright. Probably just scared the crap out of my passengers there, but you know, they can't stall. Did you just say release parking brake?
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Starting tow, and you may start engines.
Make sure our altitude is checked, because I have done where the altitude was not checked. And I thought I was flying at 4,000, but I was actually only flying 1,000 feet off the ground, which, you know, not that high for a commercial airliner, and that did cause problems. So what you hear now is taxi music. It does think I'm taxiing. I'm not taxiing, obviously. And I do need to go ahead and start engines, so turn on all of our pumps. And then we need to go ahead and do that. Turn on seat belts.
Captain has turned on the
Tower, November 02 X-ray. Papa.
Fasten your seatbelt.
Sure, Safa.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Setting parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
So the right engine is currently turning on. I did just say yes, I told you. Everything is delayed with this kind of YouTube setup. So now that everything's on, we can go ahead and turn our APU off and select our L right generator and go ahead and do that. So he is disconnecting. Yes, I did my homework. I did it all before I even started this flight simulation video. Okay. I have absolutely just procedurally stomped on the toe and do not care. Alright, we are now going off the runway and still procedurally do not care. I usually don't do this because, you know, professional, but okay, I won't be doing that anymore. I don't know what happens. Might lost control on the plane.
Runway 3
Everything should
right.
be on now,
Short
though.
of 3 right. November 552 Alpha.
November 03 X-ray. Papa. Fly heading 030. Runway 3 right. Clear for takeoff.
If you are wondering how I'm controlling this, it is by flight stick. I would never, please do not use a mouse or keyboard. I am about to stomp on that drag plane. Be prepared for some serious stomping of the airplane. I don't usually do this in my actual, like, flights, but it's entertaining to stomp on these little planes. I'm gonna go ahead and go into third person so you guys can just see. Pushing full throttle, this is your captain speaking. We will be procedurally stomping on a tail dragger. I repeat, we'll be procedurally stomping on a tail dragger. Tail dragger has been disregarded. Feelings, reverse thrusters activated. Speed brake! Stop!
Runway 3 right. Hold short of runway 3 right.
Was that interesting?
November 5.
Hope it was, because probably just got my license revoked.
Right. Hold short of runway 3.
If you guys want to see more professional, you know I will do that. But considering my viewers are shut up, ATC.
Runway 3 right. Hold short of runway 3 right.
I will stomp on you.
November 5.
R.I.P.
Alpha, Alpha. Runway 3 right. Hold short of runway 3 right.
Runway 3 right. Hold short of 3 right. November 552 Alpha, Alpha.
Pull up a little bit so that way they do know I'm in front of this other plane.
02 X-ray.
Oh, come on!
030. Runway 3.
You're gonna let him go!
Heading 030.
Squeal!
Runway 3 right. Cleared for takeoff. November 02.
He just chopped me up like I'm some kind of diced sushi.
November 03 X-ray. Pop up. Contact center on 127.85.
Yeah, make him shut up.
Contact center on 127.85. November 03 X-ray. Papa.
No, he's just procedurally been stomped on by me. No explosions. He has procedurally been turned into Swiss cheese window. Flights. Down goes up, guys. Dang. Wow. Cool. Shut up. Fly faster. You know what? Hold up. I know what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. So, I think I can... Squeal! Look, do you see that? Hold up. There he is. Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? What? Get off the runway. Shoo. Yeah, good boy. Alright, so, can I take off now? Please? Can I please take off? Air traffic control, may I procedurally take off now? Please? Where'd he go?
November 5,
Oh, yes.
2 Alpha. Fly heading
030.
Runway 3 right. Clear for takeoff.
030. Reply.
Heading 030. Runway 3 right. Cleared for takeoff. November 552 Alpha.
Not sure what just happened. Plane did just tail strike onto the runway. Hopefully, you know, we won't have any of the... Stop pressing buttons! You know, our plane is set to do a speed of absolutely turd, and I do not want it to do that speed.
02 X-ray. Pop up. Contact center on 127.85.
Contact center on
All right.
127.85. November 02 X-ray. Papa.
Alright, we're lining up for the runway. Squeal. Okay, alright. Alright, we need to stop. We need to prepare for the introduction briefing. Flaps are up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you very much for your attention, and now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the takeoff. The captain has made tower communications available, so if you'd like to monitor the
November 05 X-ray.
Papa. On channel 9 and your headsets in the seat pocket in front of you. We'll give you a little more information about our service plan for our flight as soon as we're in the air. Thank you, and again, welcome aboard.
V1, rotate. This runway is not big enough for this plane. Lift!
November 05 X-ray. Pop up. Fly heading 0.
Oh, terrain.
Runway 3 right. Clear for takeoff.
Autopilot.
Heading 030. Runway 3 right. Cleared for takeoff. November 05 X-ray. Papa.
Alright, once you are in the air,
November 552 Alpha. Contact center.
you do want to go ahead and activate your FMS so it does follow the KLAX. Okay, my landing gear is currently up. There we go. Landing gear is going up. Alright, we're going to contact Zab Tinner.
7.85 November 552 Alpha.
And I do believe
November
we
552
have successfully
Alpha, Kilo,
had takeoff.
Romeo, Charlie. Altimeter 2992. November 552 Alpha Alpha. Are you with me?
Center, November 552 Alpha Alpha.
Alright, so you've just passed 10,000 feet. They will play an announcement now.
552 Alpha Alpha Kilo Papa Romeo Charlie. Altimeter 2992.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here we go.
We have now passed the altitude of 10,000 feet.
November
All
02
electronic
X-ray
devices may
Papa.
now
Fly
be
heading
switched off from airplane
160.
mode. This aircraft
Heading
is also equipped with
160
Wi-Fi.
November
Please see
02
a flight
X-ray
attendant
Papa.
for more information.
November 02 X-ray Papa. Descend and maintain 7,000.
Down to 7,000 November 02 X-ray Papa. Kilo Papa Romeo Charlie. Altimeter 2992 November 5.
Alright, we are going to go ahead and activate Plan 232, also known as
November
United
05
Airlines.
X-ray Papa Kilo Papa Romeo Charlie. Altimeter
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have
2992.
a big
Kilo
favor to
Papa
ask of
Romeo
anyone who
Charlie.
is in an
Altimeter
aisle
2992 November
We have
05
a
X-ray Papa.
person who's very claustrophobic, and she is in a window
Center
seat.
November
If you're willing
05
to move
X-ray
to a
Papa.
window seat and give up your aisle seat, it would help if you were around row 33, because they, or I'm sorry, 37. They are in 37A and B. If anyone would give up their aisle seat, a couple could do it to move to an A, B seat out of a aisle and a middle. If you would help these people out in 37A, please do so. Thank you so much.
Safa, if you are still here, do you,
November 05
you know,
X-ray Papa. Fly heading
hope you're still here.
120.
Heading 120
After I procedurally stomped on
05
that,
X-ray Papa.
airplane. So for the next hour, 50 minutes from now, because I'm putting this thing to its max speed, you will just be seeing hearing air traffic control talk,
05 X-ray
and once we have reached our altitude of 34,000, I will be going ahead and starting the in-flight entertainment aboard, and
November 04 X-ray Papa.
the cold snacks and drinks sign will be turning on, and we will turn off the seatbelt sign so they're not on there with their seatbelts the whole time. I do believe the no smoking sign is on, but once we have learned English, I do need to figure out what our cruising speed is, because I do not. Alright. Because I can only measure it by Mach, because I'm not sure what IAS is indicated by. So I'm going to need you to cooperate with me. Thank you. Or just unplugged. So I do have it set to 5,000 feet. That way we do get to our altitude as fast as physically possible without scaring the absolute crap out of our passengers. You know, because unlike, my phone is officially just broken. Yep, I pressed two buttons at the same time. My phone is actually disabled now. It is not working. It says it's 542. I do believe it is 543. No, it's 542. Okay, it has turned off, but that does mean something. I'm not sure if that means a good thing or a bad thing. Safa, if I go as fast as possible, the surfaces of my airplane will and shall rip apart from existence. But considering, you know, I'm trying to get there as fast as possible, and, you know, faster is fun, you know, I guess I'll go ahead and turn it up to 340. Still not actual cruising speed. Cruising speed for the actual MD-80 is 400, but, you know, it's being currently limited by the thing. Yes, Sava, what are you saying so about? I do have a lot of time to speak. Currently, if I do check my thing, we have an hour and 59 minutes of cruise time due to the fact that we did have our engines on full power on taxiway, which, you know, that may prove difficulty. I can't go any faster! If I do that, this plane will literally lose its wings! It won't, because I don't have it set to do that, but it could possibly lose its wings! I'm gonna make that thing shut up about the external power by just turning external power on when I'm not even gonna use it. Emergency lights are off for some reason. Not simulated by, like I said at the beginning, can't do a lot. There's not a lot I can do in autopilot. I mean, I can go up and down, but ATC will procedurally not shut up about you not being at the altitude you said you were. So I'm not going to do that because that's annoying, extremely annoying. But this is the IFR, so that's for when I'm going to do a landing that is... Okay, I cannot control the lag on that. So you guys can see KEED or EED, some other airports while we're on that way. So, is there a way to scare your passengers? There are many ways to do that, like suddenly pressing down on the stick. Would you like to see an example of that? Yes? Okay! Okay, they actually have the, autopilot has just disabled. So what you can do is you can do this. And simulate the G-force of an F-15 Spider plane, and we're going to immediately stall. That's one way to do that, Safa. That was completely unprofessional, and I have successfully lost my pilot's license. But you know, that's one of the ways. You could also plummet. Shut up! Shut up! Hold on. Alright, just making sure that's all set.
Flight level 340, November 552.
Plane is attempting to get back on track. Not that I know of, except for plummeting to the ground and dying, you know. There's that too, but that kills them, it doesn't scare them. If you hit the ground really hard when you land, it does that, but you have to stick to the landing. And knowing you, Safa, you're a very impatient man. By the way, if you're on the stream, you will have no idea who Safa is, and do not need to know who Safa is because it does not concern you. He's just the person who recommended me to do that. And, you know, yeah. Do a lot of things with a plane. Unfortunately, this is not the Boeing 737, so I will not be able to... Yes, Safa, I can do a barrel roll, but I'm worried about the, my pilot's license, and you know, that. I have that. I can do anything a plane can do, but, you know, this is a commercial aircraft, and commercial aircraft do not do barrel rolls. So to answer that question, no, I cannot do a barrel roll. Unless you are trying to rip my plane apart, which will not be simulated because not flight simulation, not damage simulation.
November 02.
There is a difference.
Papa 23.
For that, you would need DCS World.
Papa,
I mean,
altimeter 290.
if I haven't already lost it, doing a barrel roll would go ahead and make the FAA to decide to go ahead and revoke my pilot's license forever and charge me with a federal fine of making multiple passengers collapse.
November 05 X-ray Papa. Fly heading.
Now I have had times where autopilot has stopped working and my plane has procedurally just flipped out and absolutely wrecked out. Yes, Sappho. That is a thing. You can get your pilot's license
November
revoked.
02 X-ray Papa Kilo.
My plane is not usually does not usually climb at this rate of a speed. We are almost reaching cruising altitude of 34,000 feet. Yep, and we are leveling out.
Papa, Y heading 060.
Heading 060, November 05 X-ray, Papa.
I'm just playing with a gun. Ubisoft, not a real one. Don't play with guns, children. Especially me. Alright, we have now reached cruising altitude. We will go ahead and turn off the seatbelt sign.
The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign.
November 01 X-ray Papa, Y heading 180.
Heading 180, November 01 X-ray, Papa.
You may now take off your seatbelt to your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
So the whole seatbelt thing is currently broken, so it doesn't really work. But we have now reached our cruising altitude, like I have already just said, and we will go ahead
Heading 060,
and
November 05 X-ray, Papa.
go to. So where's the co-pilot? I usually have Michael here to be a co-pilot. He doesn't really do anything. He's just there, but you know. I only have a co-pilot when my friends are actually here. Honestly, autopilot is my co-pilot. I have who wants to hear a list of all the things I've done when my plane was flying without me in it? Okay, let's start with number one, the thing that I did for the longest. Hold on, before I go ahead and start this story, I'm gonna go ahead and announce the in-flight entertainment so they can't hear me talk about all this.
November 552 Alpha Alpha. Descend and maintain flight level 340.
You can turn on additional features such as subtitles, as well as adjust the language using your remote.
My plane is still.
Papa.
In fact, my plane is actually going up instead of down. This is obviously a problem.
November 552 Alpha Alpha. Descend and maintain flight level 340.
Alright, we are descending. We are ascending. Never mind. I'll try turning autopilot on and off. Yeah, we are ascending.
November 552 Alpha Alpha.
We are ascending.
Flight level 340.
Not sure why. The plane is ignoring my inputs on autopilot for altitude. This is very bad. This
November
will most
552
likely
Alpha
result
Alpha.
in disaster.
Maintain flight level 340.
Center, November 03 X-ray, Papa. Down to flight level 340, November 552 Alpha Alpha.
Altitude hold. Vertical speed down. Down.
November 03.
Okay, you want to be like that? I guess we can do that.
Heading 190, November 03 X-ray, Papa.
That was a little rough. I'm sorry. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
November 0.
Oh, whatever, you wuss.
Contact center on 133.2.
Contact center on 133.2, November 03 X-ray, Papa.
Plane. My plane.
November 1 X-ray, Papa. Fly heading 050.
Heading 050, November 01 X-ray, Papa.
November 552. Alpha,
My
Alpha.
plane is having an
Descending
absolute
flight
seizure
level
currently.
340.
Alright, let me go ahead and check my failures because I do believe it's failing. Yep, we're just going up. It's setting its own altitude, guys. It's literally setting its own altitude.
Alpha, Alpha. Contact center on 133.2.
Goodbye, Safa.
November 02 X-ray, Papa. Fly heading 140.
Oh, crap.
November 05 X-ray, Papa. Fly heading 260. November 04 X-ray, Papa. Fly heading 050.
Heading 050, November 04 X-ray, Papa.
November 552 Alpha, Alpha. Descend and maintain flight level 340. November 552 Alpha, Alpha. Are you with me?
Center, November 552 Alpha, Alpha.
November 02 X-ray, Papa. Fly heading 040.
Heading 040, November 02 X-ray, Papa.
November 01 X-ray, Papa. Climb and maintain flight level 350.
Up to flight level 350, November 01 X-ray, Papa.
Alright, I do believe I found the problem of the altitude. I was over speeding, and the trim was so high up, the plane can't go down. So I do believe I do have everything working once again, and I do believe we are currently leveling out. And as I assumed that it was the problem, they were indeed overspeeding. So, not sure where we are. But I didn't eat any snacks, so I'm gonna go get a snack. If anyone's watching, then just tell them I went to go get a snack. If you're watching this as a video, then you know you could just skip to the landing if you are in chat. The chat is currently on my phone, so if ATC tells me to go down, please go ahead and say that in the chat, otherwise that plane is going to fly right over the airport. Be right back.
November 03 X-ray, Papa. Fly heading 150.
Heading 150, November 03 X-ray, Papa.
November 03 X-ray, Papa. Kilo, Hotel, India, India. Altimeter 29992.
Kilo, Hotel, India, India. Altimeter 29992, November 03 X-ray, Papa.
November 03 X-ray Papa. Fly heading 190.
Heading 190, November 03 X-ray Papa.
November 01 X-ray Papa. Fly heading 080. November 03 X-ray Papa. Fly heading 180.
Heading 180, November 03 X-ray Papa.
November 03 X-ray Papa. Kilo Echo Echo Delta. Altimeter 2992.
Kilo Echo Echo Delta. Altimeter 2992, November 03 X-ray Papa.
November 552 Alpha Alpha. Fly heading 250. November 552 Alpha Alpha. Contact center on 127.85. November 05 X-ray Papa. Kilo November X-ray Papa. Altimeter 2992.
Kilo November X-ray Papa. Altimeter 2992, November 05 X-ray Papa.
November 552 Alpha Alpha. Contact center on 127.85. November 03 X-ray Papa. Fly heading 360.
Heading 360, November 03 X-ray Papa.
November 552 Alpha Alpha. Contact center on 127.85. November 552 Alpha Alpha. Contact center on 127.85.
Okay, I'm back.
Contact center on 127.85, November 552 Alpha Alpha.
We're crashing KNXP, so I do believe